Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old growler, and this is a special edition of Meeting Expectations. We're with Fred Dex, Master Sommelier. Fred, tell the folks about yourself.
Thank you, Pete. My name's Fred Dex. We're old neighbors here. We're loving beer. I'm a wine guy by trade, but a beer drinker all day. They say in the wine industry it takes a lot of beer to make great wine, and I'm happy to help the cause here to see if this beer meets expectations today.
All right. Well, now, if you're new to the program, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. What we do here,
Boom.
we take a look at the can or bottle, we read what they're trying to sell us, and that way we crack it open to see if it meets expectations. For those of you who have been here before, well, we got a good one today. The folks at Iron Hill Brewery sent me a sample of this the other day. It is their King's Gold American Pilsner, 5.0% alcohol by volume. And it says that I am Pilsner, hear me roar. And there's a nice little content there. I'll write it down in the comments or in the description box below. The typical government warning, and it says a 2021 gold medal winner at the American Pilsner. That's the Great American Beer Festival. So it's got a medal on there, so they're impressed with themselves. And where are they brewed? Iron City Brewing Company.
Iron City would.
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
it's Fenton, Exton, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, somewhere around Pittsburgh, I assume.
And it says they are passionate about their distinctive, full-flavored, handcrafted beer, inspired by their independent brewer. And it says the Ciron, C-I-R-O-N Hill Brewery. So they've got that down to there. So an American Pilsner? Well, Fred, what do you think?
Well, I mean, we spoke about it in one of the other episodes about, Pilsner Urquell being sort of like that Czechoslovakian Pilsner. I'm expecting a little bit of hoppiness. I'm expecting a crisp, clean, fresh beer. And obviously, I think this brewery likes Katy Perry because this beer wants to roar out of this can.
All right, well, let's crack it open and see if it can meet those expectations.
Yeah, I can already see that color is like that pale.
Oh yeah, very pale.
There we go. The head's looking pretty good for you.
Yep. You see that's straw colored, yep, light straw.
Straw. It's got a nice head.
It does. It's a lid, not making as much legs as I would think, but it does have some good carbonation. Let's see. It should be served at around 45 degrees temperature. We're going to crack this open and see. It's probably a little warm because it's been out of the fridge for a while. And we've got it up. This is warm. It's above cellar temperature. It's around 57.
Oh boy.
So we might be drinking this a little warm, but let's give it a shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
You might have noticed that we just took a sip first before we took the nosedive. There is a wonderful tasting that we did a little while ago, and the link will be up there explaining why we sip before we nose.
Yep.
Now, what are you tasting in here?
What am I tasting here? Well, I do get that bitterness. I do get the hoppiness. Again, I think because the temperature is a little warmer, I'm getting that malty, a little bit more of that malty, grainy flavor. And I think if this was served a bit colder, it would be snappier.
Yes.
So I wanted this beer to be a little bit snappier as far as the crisp. I expect Pilsner to be crisp and clean, but also more complex than your standard, pale lager.
Well, this one has a really long finish to
Yeah.
it. I find that interesting.
It's a long bitter, piney, there's some citrus peel, grapefruit peel, and that hoppiness that you get. Yeah. It's light and it's fresh and it's, it's.
Yeah. Well, That is a pleasant surprise. So we can say to the folks at Iron Hill Brewery, does their King's Gold American Pilsner meet expectations?
I think so.
I certainly think it
Yeah.
does.
Well, cheers.
I'm the old growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.
Cheerio, mates.